out and like isn't hitting it, I mean, just he shouldn't go for it in games. This is a scrim, so it's fine. He can go for it as much
Well,
as he wants.
he was, he was just talking to me about it the other day about how
He's really
like because yeah, right.
All right, so I'm not gonna replay it because I need to go first. But you committed like pretty early, Oddlog. But you got their demo? All right, never mind. Fine. You got their demo.
I got their demo and got out.
Even if you traded for their demo, it was fine. All right, that was good. But I still like you do this again. So. All right, you're getting kind of greedy. Like in my opinion, you don't deserve that first demo kill if it's basically like if their scouts play better. And like that's not to slight you, it's just how the game works, you know? So like your team needs to be kind of like helping you out a little bit more. Like I don't know why your scouts are so passive. Because basically, your scouts have no chance of really doing anything in this fight. You're just standing on the floor.
Yeah.
So what you guys should do, like as a scout, is you need to like move to get to the position to help your soldiers, basically, and to like hold the high ground. So I would have. Can you guys see my mouse cursor? No.
No.
Can you see? Can you move this?
When you move that, we can see it.
So say I'm a scout and I roll out through choke. One of you guys should jump up onto the rock. And then jump over here and push if you're going to meet them here. So, like, if you're meeting them on the left over here, if you go boom, boom, like this, you can hold this high ground and you can fight these scouts and fight this soldier. And then I would have another scout walk across the floor, get tanked, and kind of run over here and shoot this guy. Or if you're on the winger, you can double jump onto the crate. Just be careful of getting immediately rolled because of that. And you can kind of push the floor with the demo. If you both of the scouts want to run across here, that's fine. But you guys need to, like, book it. So you can take control of this crate. The thing is, as a scout over here, like whichever scout is over here should not really be taking any damage because the whole fight's happening over here. So you should be able to walk across fairly for free. If you're eating like demo damage, I mean, they're demo died instantly. So make sure that you're not eating damage when you're up here. Like try your absolute hardest. It's going to happen occasionally just because like you can only dodge so much spam. But yeah, so make sure you're playing high ground. And the run across the floor thing, like figure out what works for you. So if you know that like a team is coming to meet you left and you're running on the floor, it can be a little dangerous. So if you want to take both scouts up here, or like if you're just confident in your ability to like play around this guy and not take damage to take high ground, that's fine. Because like a lot of what I did is I like to run across the floor and I winger jump up here, or I run across the floor and like just get super aggressive and jump up here. But you have to be like you don't want to die on the scouts. So, like, but you also need to be doing something. Like these scouts are not doing anything, and you guys are. What's your HP? Like you have decent HP. So I don't really like this. Like Oddlog has been basically doing everything and should honestly be dead very much. Like your demo and your soldier are playing by themselves. Don't stand like the positioning here is just really bad. Like your default needs to be both scouts take high ground in whichever way, like I just talked about. Your soldiers should play to initiate and to kind of like when you guys do meet that your soldiers should be landing on them. So like you're doing a good job with that. I don't really know.
Right now I'm back with the med just because like I'm back with the med right now just because like I just took so much spam.
No, you're not.
Yeah, wait. Is that time?
You're in front.
Where am I? Dude. Oh no, I'm right there.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
okay, I can't see anything.
But I don't know why time. I don't know why time got this hurt. But yeah, like so as a soldier at mid, yeah, you died for that. But as a soldier at mid, your thought process should be with how you play is. I don't want to take any heals away from my demo or my scouts because your scouts should be playing to like hold the high ground, and your demo is gonna get shot because he's playing demo and doesn't have mobility, and everyone wants to kill your demo like you did to theirs. So, as a soldier, you should play to not take damage until you need to take damage, like as in it's commit time, you know. So. You should pick your spots to commit well, like trading. But obviously, as a soldier at mid, trading for their demo or their med or 2 picks is always very good. Honestly, trading for scouts is what I do. But it's just much harder to trade for a scout. Trading for their demo or their med's the best. But both of the things are really good. Now, don't like put yourself in positions to where like all you can do is trade for their demo and you have a higher chance of dying and that kind of stuff. Like pick your spots well, but make sure that you guys are doing stuff together. So make sure that like both of your soldiers are bombing at the same time, or at least like one of your soldiers is drawing eyes while you bomb. Because if you bomb, like honestly, I think like again, like because it's a lower level, you're kind of getting away with this. But when you're bombing by yourself, if you're playing against, for example, say the enemy team ran a main scout, you would just walk forward and get 2-shot for bombing by yourself because this guy has nothing else to worry about except you. But when the whole thing you need to do is like split attention, because when you split people's attention and then you land on someone, you can get away with a lot more. Like you would have actually probably got more if you guys just double bombed. Even if one soldier doesn't actually do that much, like you can make space for a lot more. So like look for that kind of stuff. I know I'm talking a lot about this first mid, but I'm not gonna have to talk that much about some other stuff because I'm just trying to like give you guys the basics. Your normal demo, kind of when he goes to mid, he calls what side you want to play, and kind of helps you guys spam the high ground. And because like your demo is going to help make space for your scouts, because you guys need to help your scouts out up top, because it is a little difficult to play up top if they're counter spamming, but it's like you can do a lot of work from up there. You guys left at mid because you lost both your soldiers. Just try and support your soldiers better.
No.
But also make sure that your soldiers.
And also, I was at 10 health.
We have crits here.
Oh, you guys ran crits. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, our demo told me to run crits, so I just.
And then we kind of just
Yeah, so I mean he kind of beefed and y'all didn't. So make sure you're playing the game with like. I mean, you guys can do what you want, but a tip, honestly, especially for learning and starting out, like if you're trying to take scrims seriously, is make sure that you're playing with no music on or like really soft music if you really like to play with music, and your game volume loud, because you need to be able to hear, like someone should have heard that soldier bomb from behind. Like if I'm in the server and I hear a bomb, like I'm immediately like, well, what is that? If I don't know, like especially since both of my soldiers are dead, like I would be super on that. You guys need to get on that because you can't let people get away with stuff when they're making noise. Like if people are walking through shutters and you're standing right here and that kind of stuff, like you should be like listening to that because you can stop a lot of like BS, to be honest. But you guys got rolled for that guy coming behind. That's all right. It's going to happen. I think that crits was a little bit ballsy, to be quite honest.
Yeah,
your demo called it and he's a ringer, so I don't know. It's better just to try and do what your team is saying. All right, you guys are about to clutch up, I think. So, all right. Their medic is not good. That was awful. That was so bad. Their medic dropped half their team. Like they almost lost that. They had full out pushing in the last. So. But you guys did a good job of like killing people that weren't getting Ubered. So yeah. The only thing I would have liked to see is like, I don't know, maybe you try Pyro there or something, like or heavy or something, just some desperation on classes, but I don't know. He kind of didn't have time for it. So
our demo's alone.
Yeah, so okay. Another thing, so this is a little bit on your demo, a little bit on your Pocket Scout. So see where this thing is again? Pocket Scout, roll out here and stand here at the beginning of every single mid. Just vibe here for like a second or two, basically to get info. So when you see their demo walking through choke, whichever side their demo goes, so say he walks here or here, is where their heals are gonna go. And it's where like it's technically which side they called. So that just because their demo walks here doesn't mean a soldier isn't gonna bomb you here. But or if the demo bombs here doesn't mean the soldier's not going to bomb you here. But in a general thing, so if you see their demo walk here, it's a pretty like okay, so like you can double jump here as a scout, but you need to make sure that you are like playing like very afraid because you can get shot by like 6 players if you just go boop, like boop, boop, and then their whole team's right here. You're just gonna get shot by 6 players and die. So like you need to be careful when you're doing your rollout that you're not just rolling out into their whole team while your team's going left, because most teams like to go left. So as a default, like their team doing this and your team doing this is pretty common. So if you're rolling out into their team doing this and you're right here, and while the rest of your team's over here, you're just dead. So if you're gonna jump up here and make it quick and try and get to your team, if you want to just roll out like this, that's fine. Just figure out what you want to do, and how you want to fight this, but make sure that you're aware that where their team's coming. As a pocket scout and your demo, both of these players, since your demo gets there so fast, like your demo will be able to tell which side their demo is going early. One of you guys needs to call which side they're going so your team is ready to do stuff, because you don't want to walk into their whole team blindly. But now, so you guys actually traded both your soldiers. I know the scout didn't die, a soldier did it, but general principle, everyone should listen to that. Now that you guys are rotating, we could keep movers in this. You're rotating left. Okay. This is not good. So you guys rotated here and then like got on the boxes, saw they were over here when like started to sort of like split up. Like, I don't know why you did that. So it's a rotation mid. Don't, like, if you're right here, your goal should be to keep rotating like this. You're doing this. And so when you rotated here and stopped rotating for literally no reason, like you guys kind of just split up and your scout kind of just randomly died for no reason because you guys split up. Like, you're over here and they're over here. So look at what the fight that you're about to take. This scout's a little split up too, but he's much closer. So what's about to happen is, I don't know where your demo is. I think your demo is right next to you. But yeah, you guys are about to get destroyed because you don't have a scout. I just clicked a button that I shouldn't have clicked. I'm sorry. I'll have to open it back up. But you guys are over here just like separated. So their team, like, you guys are not only down one, but you're basically taking like a 3v5, right? So like, you guys need to be really aware of shit like that, because your goal should be to split them apart and to take fights like they just took against you guys. Like, they just took a 3v5. Like, it's gonna be pretty hard for them to lose that unless you guys just hit some crazy shots. So yeah, don't split up at mid at all. Like, you're like, even at my level, like, still the biggest thing is just like staying together as tightly as possible, but not eating the same damage and like focusing the same things. So like, your goal at mid is to stick together as tight as you can, make sure you're not on top of each other eating the same damage, and calling to shoot the same things. So like, when teams are rotating around the mid, like, you'll see, especially at y'all's level, like a lot of, like, even in mine, like, people will just be slow because they eat damage or something and then like wait for a pack, or I don't know, they just get greedy and take a fight. So you guys should just call anytime you see a straggler on their team, oh, focus that, like, that scout, or focus their demo, or focus their med, and just like, all of you guys plan on shooting that guy. Now keep, like, remember when you're focus firing, like, especially scout players, shoot the guy and like stay aware. So like, something you can do as scout, it's just like, let's say I'm a scout with no view models, like I'm shooting this demo and I'm kind of looking and I'm shooting and I'm looking, like, always be looking, like, don't, because you don't want to like get shot by something that you have no clue is there, or let something get past you and kill your med. So it's kind of like, that's going to be really important on this map, is that you guys play the rotation, stay together, and focus fire. It's like very basic stuff, but it, like, if you get down those basics, you guys will not lose. Like, you will not lose on this map. Like, as long as you get down those basics at mid, because you will win every single mid if you get that stuff down. Also, oh my god, that was horrifying. So
wait, what scout just walked past that? Wait.
Okay, so what you should be looking for, the typical traps, like, this was an awful trap and you guys just walked into it. You should be looking for traps in this light, yeah, traps close on the corner, traps right on the floor, traps right here, the traps right here, traps right here, traps right here, and there also will be traps on this rock. Those are like the basic things you could look for, but remember, you can trap in the lights. You'll see them if you look. They say, like, when you're walking through choke, just like make sure you know all your spots. Also, as pocket scout, when you walk through here, when that's what you're doing, you need to do this. I have to do all this every time. If you don't do it every time when their demo's alive, you're just gonna die to stuff randomly all the time. Also, when you walk through choke, look to the right, and you can see if their soldier's hiding here, because their soldier would do a bomb and land in a choke. Always look for all of that every single time. Just make it a habit. Learn all the trap spots, and like, kind of just get used to checking for them, because if you don't, you're just gonna let people die or just die all the time. They had ads so you went pyro. I think that's fine. Okay, this is not fun. All right. So they had Uber ad, and in my opinion, you guys were playing like you knew that. I think this might actually work in your favor, but you guys were down one. You were what?
Okay, to be honest, I was playing as if it was this ad, like, all right, yeah, and then like something must have called something, because like,
all right, well, whoever called
like,
that,
I don't normally
push out like that. Just like at some point, there's a certain point where it's like a call is so horrendous that you're not gonna listen to it. You're gonna say, "Nah, I ain't doing that." Like that was awful. I know you almost killed their medic, but so okay, you're down one, and they have ad, and you know they have ad. What you guys should have done after you got a pick was sat on last and built Uber and kind of tried to stall until they came in. But you guys pushed out with the pyro through rollout. Pushing out through rollout, a little sus when they have that, especially. So don't do that. Just like played it like you need to play with a little bit more discipline there. That was like crazy greedy. The chance of that working for you is so low. All right. You actually almost got Uber. So yeah, basically, if you guys did like what I was saying, just like sit on last, try and build Uber.
We won this.
Stall it out.
No,
you have a much better chance of holding that last. But instead, you guys gave them an even bigger advantage, and they won. All right, mid-time.
I mean, that was actually pretty close for they having ad, but yeah.
Yeah, but again, like you lost the push because of the mistake beforehand. All right, they're getting in. So they're going to meet. Oh no, you guys both went right. All right, okay. Someone ain't military.
No, we didn't.
So your demo called that they were going right, and your scout and your med didn't listen. So I don't know. That's a communication error, but make sure you guys know what side you're going because you will lose fights if you are separated. You guys kind of make it up, but again, look at the positioning of their team. Their team is down more players. You're probably going to win this fight. Well, you're actually probably going to lose your better. But look at this positioning. This could be much cleaner if you guys were balled up. So if their team separates, your thought process should be, okay, let's put our team in a death ball and absorb their smaller ball. Like, you know what I mean? Like big ball beats small ball, like every time. Like think of that in just very simple terms. Obviously, the med kind of just walked into it, but like the few people they had alive. So just be careful not to do that. But you were also split up. I don't know. I would like to see you guys just really, really focus on staying together. Like not chasing things, and if you guys are going to chase like a pick or two, you guys do it together, like as a unit. Because if the more you guys split up, the more you guys are susceptible to losing fights or losing players when you really like shouldn't be. Because this should be a clean last push in my opinion, but you guys lost your med because you split up. You won the fight, huh? Yeah, maybe.
It was gonna be what he said is it was gonna be an easy one if we didn't lose our med at mid, which we lost because no one was like.
Well, now it's an even fight. Actually, they're not building. They are now, but they weren't building for a bit. It's not really easy for you guys to notice that. Something. So, if you're really staying in the game, focusing, I don't know why you would stop building.
I told him to keep building, and he just refused.
So like if you're gonna stop building, so like the general here's like a basic rule I would say is if you think they're gonna push into you, hard build. But if you guys are playing to like, okay, we're building. So while you're building, team, do not take damage, just like play passive vibe. Once your med gets to 80%, everybody gets buffed. So every single player on your team comes at 80% to get buffs. And then you guys take like lobby or promotes at the time, probably. Unless you guys really are like feeling the one push or something. But you probably want to take lobby and you would want to spot and see what they have. They just fed a sniper into you guys. You guys know it's even. So here's what I would like to see is that you guys go take lobby.
I believe we send a sack here.
So what you guys need to do is take lobby like now. You guys need to get into lobby and spot. So like your scout can be like, yeah, all right. You kind of like chatted a little bit there. Like just chill. Like tippy toe. Like don't full commit. Just tippy toe and spot. You full committed and got nothing, and like there's no point in full committing there. Also, your soldiers seem to have sacked. I'm assuming you bombed in before your scout died, because if you
Yes,
I mean, double
yeah.
clicking there is fine, but like that wasn't like the goal. Obviously, it was very clear that you guys sacked before you spotted, and then when you were, I don't know, I think you were trying to spot. I think but you just got aggressive, like just tiptoe, and try and just peek all the doorways. You guys know you got their sniper down, so they don't have that, and like I actually would like. I would have recommended double sacking, especially since you had a pick. But double sacking in this last is always really good. So, do you guys know how that works? Have you done that much?
No, not with Blast at least.
So, double sacking into last is like the most common place to double sack. So, because last is obviously the hardest point to push out of, right? And that's the point. So, if you guys double sack, you have a much higher chance of your sack working. I would sack my flank scout and my roamer most of the time. If you guys want to mix it up, definitely don't sack both your scouts. If you want to sack both your soldiers, but typically standard is going to be sack scout soldier. The whole point is just like one guy can kind of distract a bit more and the other guy can get in the damage. You guys kind of coordinate that stuff. Practice that. And so you might say like, okay, now they're going to push out. If they do push out, remember that it's even Ubers, it's process, and it's hard to push out. So what you want to do when you double sack is as soon as you guys start double sacking, your combo should back up. Demo puts up traps, and then when their team starts to push out, you kind of try and punish them pushing out. If you're not going to drop them with a debt or something, just like kind of make them take as long as you can in the fight. And you know your team spawns really close to that choke. So if you stall them for like 10 seconds from their last to getting onto your second, like you can hold it pretty easily. So like it's very common that you do this. Just make sure that you're having like your med play like close to choke, like around here when you do that. And your demo can spot from like right here. He can spot these traps lower and like some traps here or whatever. And he just sits here. You have like your soldier or whatever playing around here can spot upper. If you have two scouts, one scout pots here, one scout's playing with choke, and you kind of just sit here, try and spam them, hold them back. That's why it's better to have one soldier because he can spam. But that's your goal. All right, so you know they have a sniper, right?
Oh no.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We know at this point.
Okay. So when I play sniper, one of my favorite angles to peek is right here.
They called that he was one, so I was trying to counter snipe him. But then I'm gonna lose him probably.
So this sniper kind of just hit all of his shots. That's a little unfortunate. Yeah. But make sure as a medic position. So actually, a position you can position is you can position right here, or you can jump and you can position on this. Oh. This is actually like the 1000 IQ position. You can position right here, and your team can come get heals. Like you can have a soldier or a scout play right here. Really? This is huge brained. Do this, and you can crouch right here. You can play right here. All of these spots are much better than where you're playing. Just try and just mess around with this kind of stuff.
All right, yeah, I'll do that. That sounds fun. All right, yeah.
Ooh.
If you're gonna die here, make sure you're going for their medic. But honestly, sacking there was not a good idea. You guys should just keep your players alive. 6 syllables. You're the pocket scout, right? Okay. Even as a flank scout, when you play a scout class, make your goal that like you're not dying. Just like play to not die. Like if you have a decision to take a fight that's risky where you might die, especially as scout, like, and if you don't think so basically if the decision isn't like I'm gonna like get a 2K, I'm gonna drop their med or something like that, and like you think it's very likely you're gonna die for it, just choose not to take that fight if you can, because you're taking a little bit too many fights that are like high risk. Play to just play around the people that are on your team, play around heals, and just kind of like lock down your flank when it's team fight time. Play to just shoot the stuff that your players are shooting and holding positioning a bit more. I just see that you're kind of.
Who is that for?
A lot. Huh?
Who is that for pocket scout or is
I'm talking to 6 syllables, but both scouts can definitely take that into account. I'm just seeing a lot of like running in at times, trying to go for like big plays. You should let the plays come to you more as scout. Like the plays are going to come to you if you stay alive, play good positioning, and just focus on hitting your shots and supporting your players. Like scouts are passive role until it isn't. Basically, like you chill, do your stuff, and then when the opportunities come, you can mulch people. Like that's kind of just how you have to play it. You'll find like just take your aggressive opportunities with a lot of thought to them. Like if you don't really know why you're getting aggressive, you should probably just play a little bit more passive until you like okay, like oh, I'm gonna get a really good like a lot done if I W right here, and just like occasionally you're gonna die because people hit good shots, and like that's okay. Like I have no problem with that. Just like try and pick your spots a bit better. Yeah, I'll try and focus a bit more on your scouts and your soldiers. So you guys are pushing second. I was kind of going on a tangent, but you guys killed their med. Okay, so just focus fire this stuff. Nobody should die here. Good stuff. Clean up the scout. Make sure all you guys are like, you guys can hop off the point to shoot this guy. Have your team out. Just make sure that guy dies. All right, you guys should be.
Yeah, we're just.
You guys lost.
Huh?
All right, demo trap point.
How?
No, you
I
don't
don't think
lose.
we did.
It's not
No,
possible.
yeah,
Six.
no, we didn't
Six.
lose that.
Are you all right?
6v1.
Six, are you all right?
Okay.
No, the one that we lost is the one where you guys didn't wait for 2 of our players. That's the one we lost.
Make sure when you guys have an ad like that you guys are hustling as much as possible to get the less. But when you think that they're gonna get spawns up, or like you're a little hesitant, just make sure, just full commit to hesitating. Don't go in. Like if you're scared that you're gonna lose the last fight, as in like say like that could be taken badly, but say like you're taking a fight where like you guys have 4 players alive, they have 2 players alive, but they might get spawners soon. It's probably best, especially like if you have Uber ad, to just be like, hey, I'm not sure if this is gonna be a good idea. Let's just play the ad. Like, but if you guys have killed their whole team and most of your team is alive, your demo should just be like flying in, setting up traps on the point or whatever spawn, and like playing to like take that cap as a dub. Okay, you guys just launched their meta in the air. Okay, you got him. Good job. So that move was good. I saw the majority of your team here on the right. Also, like I know how I'm saying your whole team should run around as a ball. I'm saying that sort of excluding soldiers, but not. Like your soldiers should be in position to help that ball instantly, like as soon as possible, playing positions. So if you want to have like a soldier roll out on the roof here, you might already be doing this to spam while your team rolls out on the right. Like so your scouts here, you have a soldier here, you can get really good spam. And then maybe like your roamer rolls out slow, kind of chills, and then does a high bomb like this and lands, and boom, you guys can collapse like that. Just like those kind of things are what you should set up on both sides. Yeah, full lab.
Oh, wait, is this the
down 2. So what I want to see is that you guys are in lobby. You guys should be pushing this guy out. This guy should not be allowed to do anything.
Yeah, we're in at this point. We have
see, we didn't have 2 of our players there at the time. This was that one.
Yeah.
Where we just said, oh, well, we don't have 2 players there, but they're 2 down, so like, I gotta push in.
So yeah, if you guys had 20 ad, I would agree with this push. But you guys had 80 ad. So what you guys should do is take your time, take lobby as a 4-person unit, push that guy out, or just take it for free. Spot from like 3 or 4, see what they have. Be like, oh, okay, they have a sentry. I hear it. It's probably between 3 and 4. So we're gonna take this Uber in. Once our players get here through 3, demo and the scout's gonna shoot that gun, and then you kind of call the Uber from there. Like, so your demo walks through, shoot the gun, look around. Oh, I'm gonna kill this guy. Or there's nobody to shoot. I'm gonna play the point. Like that's what your call should be. That's what I do like every time. It's very basic, but it will work. Just take your time and like recognize the situation you're in. Just try to play like smart, like it's like, okay, like if you need to take a breather to analyze the situation, just like voice the shit, ask your team for info, and then as a caller be like, all right, I'm gonna do this, let's do that. Is Skeptical your caller? Yeah, so like just like try and full commit to the role as much as you can and learn as much as you can. Like calling can be like difficult and frustrating, but just like really like try and put as much energy into it as you can, because it'll make like you much better at the game, your team much better. And like just always be asking people for info and just kind of like just kind of analyzing what's happening basically. All right, I hate with their team, so but it's all right. All right, so y'all doing good. Y'all actually can commit to the spam a little bit more until like you really see someone like here like it's walkthrough time. So yeah, it's walkthrough time for them to win that soldier bomb. So your demo should be backing up. Yeah, y'all are doing a good
And
job.
I did it. Here's the drop that I did.
Good job. That's exactly what I want to see. That's not exactly what I want to see.
Exactly what I want to see. Exactly what I don't. That's the thing.
Um,
Like every single fight we take, like where we fight, is like we always get their med, but then like our med just immediately dies, and we just take too many
Yeah,
trades with our meds.
so this should be y'all's mindset. We drop their med. Play heals is the first call that you guys should call, because if you drop their med, what is the only thing that they can do to salvage the play is to kill your medic. So your medic should be like, yo, I'm in bitch mode. I'm getting out of this. Like your medic should have been playing like your scout should have held his ground here, shot this. Your demo should be like helping your med trap this shit up. Don't let anything here, and your med should be like right here, ready to just be like, nope. And like if your med nopes out, your scout should be ready to go out with her. And like, yeah. You did get the back cap, but I would want to see your whole team come back to play with your med. None of those after you drop their medic, nothing else at all matters except keeping your medic alive, because that's how you're gonna win the round. Because let's say you guys grouped up, their entire team feeds into you, you kill their entire team, maybe you lose a player or two. You guys push in a second, you now have full ad, and you can push into their last with full ad. Like that's their team feeding in there.
Can you switch to my cam?
Crucial.
I don't know where I am. Okay, no, oh, wait. Where am I? Was what I'm wondering.
Did I skip you?
Yeah, okay, I just died. Okay, I died. I was like wondering where I was.
I actually did a crazy bomb, but make sure you're playing.
And then got out somehow. Wow. No,
so if
I died.
when you're playing IT, just make sure you're playing passive. Remember, as a flank member, you don't gain anything for really getting damage on this guy. Like, if you're gonna full commit to kill him, that should be coordinated. But like, kind of let that guy feed into you. Like, if you played more passive, I don't know, you could bait that out and have your like. If you know they're getting aggressive, play to bait it out and get damage on them. Like, just play not to die in the flank. Unless you're like, let's go in time. Okay, so you guys had to give up mid. I don't think you guys are building well, because this should not be even. When you guys are backing up here, you guys should be swinging that sword all the way out. Like, you guys should be getting that Uber. Because I think you guys should have had ad, and you probably should have played off of it, but that's okay. Just medic and scout, like pocket scout, just always be like reminding each other, yo, build. Hey, it's build time. Like, if people need buffs and whatnot, you buff them. But when you're not in a fight, you don't need buffs until you're about to take a fight. You know what I mean? So like, when it's like more stalemate time, like don't come ask for buffs. Like let your med build. Once your med has Uber, get all the buffs you want. Like again, like I said earlier, 80%. It's kind of like the rule. Their team is eating a bunch of spam, and you go behind to get the force. Good job. That was a good distraction. I liked that. Like that actually was really good. You guys walked in a choke and spammed for your sack. That might be because your demo was smart or whatever, but you guys helped him. Like you're like when your guy says, "Oh, like I'm gonna try to make a play," you should be like, oh, "Okay," and then you guys should walk forward and be like, "Oh, I'm spamming right now. Like I'm making a good distraction here and choke. Come through." And then you guy comes through, and like if your demo's hitting good pipes or whatever, be like, "Oh, I hit their med. I hit their demo or whatever," and your soldiers should probably just bomb off that damage. And their team overcommitted really disgustingly awful. Oh.
But we still lose.
You probably do.
Yep.
Yep.
You probably do. You guys kind of split up a bit. Like I think Oddlog, you got a little carried. Y'all are. Nah, that's just bad. Y'all should stay together here. Like if their team's in feed mode, remember you guys just forced their medic. It's like the same rule. It's like stay together. Also, like trying to back cap when their team is already in on mid or on your second point. It's not a good play unless it's gully wash. It's only good to go on gully wash because the second point on gully wash barely casts faster than mid. It casts faster, but like not much. Yeah. Oh, that's like only a good play on gully wash. And again, it's like very like scary. I've punished people trying to do that play against me a lot because you can just stack second and it's slightly faster.
Oh,
Again, your soldiers are just like doing shit by themselves, and their scouts are like tired of it. You actually got a scout pick with it basically, but I want to see more coordination.
and then we kill their men. And then
No,
we
I
kill-
mean, that was good. Like that was good, but you could do it a lot better. Oh my god!
but we still lose our men.
Okay, that's a little bit on the med there. Like, just hide. Like at that point, like remember, like you gained absolutely nothing from peeking this except a meat shot. You know, like
Yeah.
just like play. So when I like to play med, you should play like you need to play with like the mindset that like every little like step you take like is very impactful. Like it really, really is on medic. Like every time you choose to walk a little forward, a little back, like it's really impactful. So just like really like I don't know, put some thought in you. Like put a lot of thought in your positioning. Like medic is much harder than people give credit for because like this little like decision that on like scout or soldier doesn't mean much, but on a medic it means a lot. So just like the decision to like chill here for a second means a lot, and just make sure you're spotting and you know where everything is. Because if you weren't really like you're kind of just vibing out, like I get it, but you need to really keep sure like that you know where their players are because it seems like that was just kind of careless, you know, just like really
Yeah.
put effort into not taking damage from things, even at 150, because like in mids and stuff, taking chip damage from scouts, I mean, it's not like the biggest thing, but especially spam, like any damage, any roller, all of that is super impactful because if their demo hits you for a roller and a scout pistols you twice and their soldier bombs you, you're one rocketable. So you need to just like really, really play with that in mind. All right, you guys should actually push less. Yeah, wait, what time right now? Okay, you guys were already deep. Good job. That was good.
I did it.
That was just some good aggression. I actually didn't. Y'all were really fast there. I think y'all just hit some nice shots. So that was good. If you know you're hitting like, if you know you're getting good damage, always just push off of it. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that was just near the end of the game where we decided to get hyper aggressive because there was only like 5 minutes left or something.
So like a good thing that you guys can do when it's getting hyper aggressive is you just push things together and catch people out. You can like snowball that, you know, like. They like to have players that are like way too aggressive in lobby when like you guys can take lobby because it's even. And yeah, if you take lobby and just snowball them, yeah, that's good. You kind of got rolled, but that's all right. I like that you were trying to play high ground. Just remember, like, take your time. Your main goal as scout on high ground is to not take damage and to deny bombers.
Yeah, this is a good mid for one reason. We got our med out.
That is
That's the
true.
only thing that I like.
Oh,
I did it.
oh my God, your demo is. All right, your demo.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of. I play in a higher div, but I'm gonna do something stupid because his DM is better. That's a little. That's a little mean, but it happens. It was smart of him to like recognize they didn't know they were behind, but that's funny. Okay, so you got your demo is salvaged, and you got your med out, so that was good.
Why? Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, I think something's terrible is about to happen. Maybe.
Doesn't this game end 3-2 or is it end 4-3?
I think it
Wait, say again?
ends.
Okay, so there is more to watch.
it-
Let's see.
Yeah.
This soldier is getting away with it way too much, but so yeah, I really like your scouts not being on high ground is kind of hurting your team a lot. One of your scouts should like be like really like on high ground. Like your flank scout can chill up here a lot, and then like your pocket scout was kind of taking an Uber there. But those people that went behind, like if you have like someone up here like with their head on a swivel, they would have saw yo, there's two guys one behind. Y'all probably should have just taken your Uber back into these people, cleaned up these two picks. But that was very chaotic. Just I would really like to see just a bit more awareness, especially from the scouts, because you kind of you have that privilege on the class. It's Played the
That
high
wasn't a
ground.
mid fight.
I know that
That's
wasn't a
why
mid-fight,
it
but-
was so chaotic.
Well,
Yeah, that's
I
why
don't mean it.
we
Just because it's
didn't
not a
really call
mid-fight.
which way we were going.
Just because it's not a mid-fight doesn't mean you can't roll out on the high ground. You can come in the mid and
Well,
jump
yeah,
on
I
top.
know. It's just
Yeah.
like we didn't really go.
Nah, play with the same principles, you know? Just like play your
Yeah.
high ground.
It's
play
just
your
like that's
spot.
the thing. Like we didn't call which way we were going. Like if it was like a mid. I got caught out.
This is y'all are on the feed. So your demo kind of fed there. It's getting a little cocky. And you guys played to support him. You should have let your demo die there. Like at a certain point, if you see your player doing something dumb, especially like a medic and a combo scout, you're just like, my demo is dead, and you leave. Like, because your demo might have got the force there, and you guys could have lived, which I think that was probably his idea. But you guys should have let him do what he was doing and leave. If he called for you guys to support, that's on him.
I think you're in heaven. No, you're in. Like, I think you're in lobby dying. I don't know where you are.
They're just kind of feeding players, so they fed like a lot. They're half their team.
They fed their men. Wait, they didn't.
So just come out. Make sure you're clearing everything. I don't like the fights that I'm seeing.
No,
Like
this
your
is-
scout took a fight with the soldier
Yeah.
in here. Like if someone's clearing this, can it be a soldier? And because it's not a good place for a scout to come through. Like your scout and your combo should probably go through lobby, go through there, come through here.
I was watching last because time was dead. Wait, no, he wasn't. Wait.
You don't
what's
need to watch
happening there?
last stuff. Like unless you think they had time to get a spy, you don't need to watch last. Just push
Okay.
out and clear everything. That's like a basic thing. Just like only if you think they had time for a spy.
Oh, it's this guy. Oh, right. No, he
The
gets a couple.
sniper is hot. He's on something tonight. So if he gets some picks, I mean, depends on the shots y'all look at him. But let's see.
He's still in there. That's the thing.
Yeah, you guys are.
He's still in the forward spawn. That's the thing.
See that like
now.
this is very sad from the POV of your medic because your medic got no support there. Like your pocket scout needs to like really be playing with your heals more there. And if your pocket scout dies, which he did die earlier, 6, you need to like come back and you're like think of it like this. If your pocket scout dies, you are now the pocket scout until your pocket scout comes back. Or if your pocket scout goes for a play, you are the pocket scout now. Like pretty much anytime you see your med alone, or even if you see your med with your pocket scout, if he needs help, you should play to help your medic because your scout abilities are very good. Like to do that. All right. So they have that. Picking up a gun. This is good. Good, decent gun spot. You guys are still building. That's fine. If you think that they're gonna build slow and you might get some time to get it, or just like being close to it, so if the fight draws out, like this is good. Around here, I would maybe like if you want, you can either keep building or you can switch to pyro. If you play pyro, you can play by the gun and air blast it away, or if you want to go heavy, heavy up here is good. But you choose to continue building, which is also fun. All of these choices are fun. Just kind of pick your situation on it and kind of. It's also about like what you think the enemy's gonna do, which is be slow as hell. So your building decision was very good because the team is crazy slow and they still think they have ads. So watch them use in like 2 seconds. Yeah. All right. You guys keep your players alive. You shouldn't chat this much. Like you should chill till the Uber's a bit more over. Like or it just kind of help push these players on the left back. I don't know how this guy got up here. Yeah. Y'all just kind of misplayed that. You needed to focus fire that better. And you need your people that aren't in the Uber to just play a little bit more passive. You guys let these guys in pretty deep on the left, though. Like, I would have liked to see Romer or something fight this. And, like, if you guys wanted to take this. Okay. Actually, I don't know how that sentry didn't do more in last, but I don't know. Yeah, because that should have helped a lot. I guess it just went down really early. What's y'all's medic though? I think you were going to get a pack.
We
Oh
were
my
getting
god,
pack, I think.
these players do not.
Yeah,
miss.
see,
These
this is why
players
we
are-
get a pack a bunch of times, because our med just, like,
All
it's,
right.
like, so many people committing onto our meds.
You need to make sure that these hiders are not getting in for free. Like, check your corners and stuff. Because y'all are letting stuff get on your medic. And make sure, like, when your med's going to get a pack, that you have a scout just, like, taxiing her around. 'Cause
I think this is actually the one where we got uber aggressive.
Yep, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Everything is set in place for it to happen. Yep. You guys are just gonna walk in.
Yeah,
Yep.
Wait, no, y'all are about to beast. Oh, shit.
No, we're not.
This is beast mode. I'm ready.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, no, we won.
Maybe.
Good flash.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah.
got that one.
Right. Oh yeah, this is the one where I went spy just in case something went wrong.
Yeah, no, there wasn't enough
Yeah.
time, like even with max cap, and
What? Right now?
there's like 30 seconds.
No, there's
2
still
minutes
2
left?
minutes left. Yeah.
I've
Huh?
won more than you can win 2 rounds in that time theoretically.
Yeah, no, I thought that might have been. I swear.
Nah,
there
yeah,
was,
I go like pirate him with 30 seconds left because I think it's funny. But,
Yeah. like-
Yeah, that's what that's what we did on Snake Quarter. Yeah. It's like, why not?
nah, y'all should play to roll this round. Your demo's isolated again. Y'all are splitting up, chasing things. You just keep rotating and play for the people here to be isolated. If you guys choose to full commit onto something, do it as a team and call a collapse. So, like, if your scouts are like, oh man, I'm shooting their demo for a lot here. Like, yo, I'm gonna kill this demo. Like, say, collapse in our choke, basically. So your soldiers should just bomb your choke and just F everybody up that's behind, like, the rock over here. And you're letting your demo walk back, your demo spams. Now, your med and your demo are probably gonna get caught here if their soldiers are smart. So you still need a scout playing a bit more passive. Like, you can get forward and shoot, but you need to back up the second your med starts walking over here because a soldier is gonna bomb your medic. Like, so again, just coordinate stuff. Like, if you call it collapse, if it's as soldier players, if you hear collapse here, bomb it. Just every time, bomb it. And your demo should rotate his spam over there. And again, just like scout players.
No, I was just about to ask you, yeah.
But yeah.
Because we never bomb on process. We've just never done it. Like sometimes we just randomly do it on accident, but like.
So, collapsing on rotation mid is like the key. Like after you're picking up picks, like you're either gonna be forced to fight or gonna collapse.
Hey, yo, anyone here want a ring spy for an official? A newcomer 60s Highlander official?
What the hell are these people doing?
Spy for
Anyone want a ring spy
I
for
mean-
Steel newcomer Highlander?
I mean,
Steel. No.
I've played five.
yeah, we're kind of in the middle of something.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's fucking
Get up.
no fun.
Nobody gets any more rounds of this. I'm done. That shit is driving me insane. Alright.
Do you want? Is that it?
I don't have time for anything else. But so the general things is play the high ground, focus fire. Make sure you're just rotating on mids, playing as a ball, and choosing to collapse as a unit. Also, just like awareness is super big. Want to see that from everybody. Just like keeping track of players. You're letting players kill your medic from behind a lot. To be fair, they're kind of having pretty good shots, but it's just like, I don't know. It feels like it comes like absolutely out of nowhere, like every single time. Like it's gonna happen occasionally, but you should minimize it to happening rarely. Like, because it's just like if their team calls to salvage, honestly, it is so likely that it works, and that is bad because you don't like you want to be able to kind of hold what you've worked for, you know. Otherwise, it's gonna be pretty frustrating.
Okay.
You guys have a good one.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. He already left. All right. I have to go do stuff. See ya.
Oh, okay. Darn, I wanted to use that rain check, but